EA Sports. It's in the game.
Presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome. Rich Lerner alongside my friend and colleague Frank Novelo. Frank, we've arrived at one of the more unusual golf courses in the United States. We're in the state of Washington, Chambers Bay. What's it all about?
Well, apart from the scenery, Rich, which is magnificent, this is a walking golf course, so it's a chance to get out there, strut your stuff, and see if you got a game to match.
It's a links golf course. We think of links golf. We think of the home of golf in Scotland. Here we're in the northwest part of the United States, though.
Yeah, but Scotland's, it's transferred a little piece of land all the way across the Atlantic.
So we're ready to get the round going here at Chambers Bay, and we'll begin, Frank, at the first with a par 4.
496 yards, obviously that'll stretch anybody out there. That bunker down the right is very much in play. The fairway does narrow out too, just short of that. So this really is going to require one of your best tee shots. Semi-blind second shot, a relatively big green.
Good contact, good result. Frank, Jordan Spieth winning the Masters at 21 puts him in some elite company, in the company with Tiger Woods.
He tied Tiger Woods' scoring record for 72 holes there, which was quite amazing. But I guess we should have seen this coming last year. Remember, he went in the final round of 2014 with a chance to win, only to finish tied for second. But to take it up a notch, tie a record that we thought was going to last for certainly for many a year to come, was quite amazing.
Frank, why are great rivalries so important? Why do we love them?
I think because people like to sit on one side of the fence. You're either for or against a great player. And I think we see that today with Tiger Woods and Rory Mcilroy. There's the McIlroy fans that think his future is so bright. There's the Woods fans that still want him to pass Jack Nicklaus's record. That's the beauty. You've got to have an opinion, and you have to have a player.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. 1 under early in the round. Ready to tee off here at the second. Frank, what's it all about?
Well, you hit your tee shot here through the dunes, Rich, not overly long, just under 400 yards. The bunker on the left really shouldn't be a problem. Just avoid the dunes on the right and left. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air, that easy.
Frank, that is position A.
Yeah, the tee shot was like silk, Rich. I mean, just sets up that second shot so beautifully.
Frank, what's the best way to access the hole location on this second shot here at the second hole at Chambers Bay?
Well, Rich, it's really set up with a drive. If you can drive it down the right side, you get a better view. Plus, you can avoid that ridge that's in the middle of the green on the left side. If you're coming in from the left side, that bunker on the right, now you realize why they put that there. Because when you've got a skirt to the right of that ridge, that second shot becomes a little more difficult.
Frank, what are the defining characteristics of a links golf course?
I think you're looking for sandy soil first and foremost, because a lot of it is by the coastline. Well, actually, most links courses are by the coastline, and it's normally wasteland. It wasn't used for anything else, and that's why you have these wonderful dunes in front of you and bunkers that are just cut out of the ground. You dig a hole and you've got yourself a natural bunker. That's how St. Andrews was built. Many of the great golf courses on the coastline in Great Britain, and Chambers Bay is the American equivalent.
You couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. -1 in the early going. At the third tee now, Frank, and what are we staring at here?
This green is anything other than symmetrical, so be very, very cautious on where the flag is. Anything in the middle of the green, you can putt to the corners. Well, if you can call them corners, more like ragtails, but beautiful par 3.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Frank had hit the green, but just didn't have enough backspin.
You wonder what he's thinking on that. Second shot.
Solid play, heart of the green. -1 for the day. Frank, standing here on the 4th tee at Chambers Bay, you can see what this golf course is all about with those dunes on the left and all that sand down on the right. A lot of trouble here.
Yeah, first hole, Rich, really that bends to the right. But if anything, you want to keep the tee shot down the left side. It's going to give you a better angle to the green. And unlike the 2 previous holes, this fairway slopes to the other direction, to the right.
That appeared to be a good strike right there, Frank.
No, it's just towering. Look at that hanging in the sky. After that good tee shot, Rich, it's time to take full advantage of it.
And this is one where he can really go after the whole location and maybe think about making birdie.
Well, it's a little absurd, that, Rich. The shot wasn't that hard, but it's come up well short.
Didn't appear committed through impact. Settles in over the putt. Stays at 1 under with that par. Well, Frank, here at the 5th, and I'm not sure about my chances at a hole that's called free fall. I mean, are you kidding?
Well, should be free fall for you, that's for sure, and free fall for a lot of people playing it today. Hole looks straight away, but you'll see it starts to pinch in, that fairway, that is, by bunkers left and right, and those bunkers come in exactly where you're trying to hit your tee shot.
That is a fantastic long shot.
There's no way he could hit that without a tail breeze. Surely that breeze had to help there.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. So the second of the par 4 goes begging, and now I'll have to rely on the short game.
Yeah, but a short game, as we all know, can redeem a lot of mistakes. See if he does it here.
All right, so greenside bunker. What's he looking to do with this shot, Frank?
Well, really you have to look at the amount of green you got to play with. You don't have to try and fly the ball right by the flag. Allow it to run. Plus, if you can get it to run like a putt, you never know. It might just go in.
You see that kind of work from the bunker You think of the greats like Seve Ballesteros and Gary Player, the best bunker players of all time. Jordan Spieth for par.
Whoa, that was unexplainable. I thought that was easily going to be a par.
I'll have to focus, try to make bogey. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Wow, he got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
Just a tap in to finish the hole. So with that, 1 over par. Ready to tee off here at the 6th. Frank, where are you looking to land the ball off the tee here?
Well, as long as it's not in the rough, the bunkers, well, there's no trees here, really. That little green strip, that runway down there, another hole that bends to the right, but find the fairway. The fairway's wide enough. You've got a pretty good idea exactly where you want to go. And once again, this is one of the shorter par 4s. So good drive here, just a short iron in.
Drivable par 4, not for most in this field, but for this guy, yes, he has just knocked it on. What a shot. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
Jordan Spieth can really roll it, has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. Frankie took plenty of time on this birdie putt. He looked at it from 3 different angles. He forgot one very important ingredient.
Yeah, pace. You can definitely fall in love with the line, even with approach shots as well, but obviously we see it more on putting.
Solid effort and reasonable result to stay at 1 over par. Frank, this is a daunting challenge. The 7th hole, long par 4. It's over 500 yards.
A huge bunker down the right side that probably runs for a good 200-300 yards. Obviously, that's to be avoided. And then, of course, there's the mounds and the hammocks and the dunes and that on the left side. That's the reason, really, why this hole's called Humpback. But then, a little bit like the golf course, there's only one greenside bunker to be worried about, but enough green left of that. Well, where this ball's going, there's no fairway there, only rough.
Frank, this ball's in the rough. You like to hinge just a little bit quicker on the takeaway when the ball is down like this?
No, when it's down, you've just got to make sure that you wind up almost like you're hitting a tee shot. This is not one to be dallied with. You've got to hit it powerfully, and you really have to focus on that club getting through the grass, past the ball, and out the other side.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot, maybe get away here with par.
Okay, good shot on the dance floor. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
So he has that for bogey. I can't help but think that the double bogey back on the 5th hole seems to have knocked him off course just a bit.
What a great shot.
Well, that's the way you draw it up here at the 8th. You want to get it out there. He's done that, and he's kept it in the fairway. So young and so accomplished already. Jordan Spieth, ready with his approach. On the green, Frank, but might need a pair of binoculars to see the hole.
He's a long way from the band. You can barely hear the music from that far away.
Might want to check the GPS on a putt this long. So a long putt there and just didn't read it quite right. This long putt for birdie could be a tough one here. Well, you're not going to make that putt all the time, but you'd like to at least get it to the hole.
If he keeps putting like that, he's going to be an announcer in no time.
Just hammered that par putt, Frank.
Well, I don't know what he was thinking or what was going through his mind right there, but he better wake up in a hurry, because if this one doesn't go in, that score is going to rack up very quickly.
Ooh, what happened there, Frank? Sitting right now at 2 over par for the round. Just a sloppy hole, no other way to say it, and it results in a double bogey. Finishing up our front side here at the 9th, it's a par 3. And Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's an absolute stunner, really, because of the views. And this is where you realize that links golf, minus trees and minus some of the things we see on other golf courses, can still look absolutely beautiful. But Don't look at the scenery too much because you've got, well over 200 yards here. Even though it's elevated, it still requires a good tee shot, but a little 2 here, and you might just have yourself a good outward 9.
Headed for the bunker? Well, we've seen this before today, in the bunker. Great knees, great hands in this shot.
Yeah, touch. You have to have that feel. You have something between the ball and the club face, so it's a different feel, but you also have to have imagination.
And he's made the green. One thing Spieth has shown early in his career, he is rock solid on the par putts. Well, you can see the golfer is just boiling right now after that miss and a drop shot here at the 9th. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Just poor execution, and now 5 over par after another bogey. He struggled on the front, but a chance to regroup here on the inward half, Frank.
Well, if you look at around the golf and you made a couple of double bogeys on the first or you made a couple of double bogeys on the end, it would still add up. Now, let's hope that the back 9 is all gravy.
Oh my goodness, that is on in one. Wow, what an incredible shot. Boy, what a moment this would be. Jordan Spieth, an eagle putt. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. And at last, he has made a birdie.
And what can he do from here, though? Is that the start of something? It looks like it is.
Getting set to tee off at the 11th hole, long par 4, 537 yards. Frank, how do you play this hole, with a bazooka?
Yeah, try and take that June out of play. That's for sure in the middle of the fairway. Bunkers down the left are more for scenic rather than they're not really problematic for the player off the tee. Just as I said, hit it over that June, and then really there's a ridge in the middle of the screen, so you've got to be on the right level. Oh, I liked that.
Nice long tee shot there and a good lie, Frank. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That will be a great look at birdie. Settles in over the putt. That's a step in the right direction. Makes the putt and makes the move to 3 over. The 12th here at Chambers Bay is known as the Narrows. What's the play here, Frank?
2, really. You could just sort of iron it down there, have a little wedge or a pitch in there with no sweat whatsoever. Or if you want to have a little bit of fun, if you can drive it over that bunker that's just short left of this green, you might just putt for an eagle.
And as he strides up here to the 12th green, having hit it in regulation, he knows now that his work is by no means done. A long putt coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Frank, this would be huge.
Oh, it's got that strut going, everything. This is when that hole starts to look a little bit bigger. You really feel like you can start to make everything. Well, we'll never know if that had gone in because it never made it.
Locked in on the read and the speed. Hasn't been easy, but he'll take it. That's a par. 3 over for the day. Now at the 13th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, this one bends to the right, par 4.
It doesn't mean that you have to cut it or move the ball in that direction. Ideally, really, anything down the left side of the fairway would be well suited for this hole. There is a central bunker that sort of protects the front middle of this green. You can go in left of that or right of that, but this is a beefy par 4, 4 on the card, and you are not losing ground.
But this could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
That's a good spot right there.
Center cut.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. This shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, a bunker in front of the green here. So how does that impact what the player's going to do?
Well, it's not just the bunker, too. It's the ridges left and right that are going to repel a shot. So if you go too far left of that bunker in front of the green or too far right, that ball's going to kick all the way off the green. So really, that bunker's a good line, but you've got to carry it. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Wow, I thought he made that. Oh, man.
Just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Okay, that's par. 3 over for the round. Frank, this is the 5th par 4 in a row, and they're not easy. This one here at 14, really a daunting tee shot.
It is. That's why it's called Cape Fair. A true Cape hole in golf, Rich, is when you've got to decide how much you want to bite off when you hit across a slight dogleg. And this one, really, you're going to be rewarded the further left you can go. There is one little bunker in the middle of the fairway that you have to avoid. That's going to be 320 or so yards off the tee. This hole, 546 yards, you're going to see a variety of second shots, or the length of second shots here determined purely by the bravery of the tee shot. This is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Getting set for this next shot from the rough. What does the player need to be careful of here, Frank?
Well, this is where we're going to see exactly how good they are, because that's not exactly the best lie, but it's sort of doable if you know what you're doing.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. This is a cross-country special. That was not a very good read right there. This a par bid for Jordan Spieth. That's good work right there. Just a tap in. Getting set now over the putt. Yeah, that really hurts, Frank. Missing the bogey putt.
Yeah, now time to get the handkerchief. Double bogey coming up.
Oh, that hurts. Thought he had it. Just a couple of feet. Wow, that was so close, Frank.
Just time to forget that one. I mean, he couldn't hit that much better.
At last, Frank, a break from those long par fours. We just played 5 par fours in a row. Now the par 3 15th.
And also, as you can see in the distance, you can actually see a tree. One of the few that are on the golf course. Hence the name of 15. It's called Lone Fir. Not overly long, just a little short hole. But in a US Open, obviously they can play it at around 250 yards. It's just a fun par 3. But check where that flag is, because sometimes 3 is a good score here. But an easy flag position, then go straight at it.
Wow, really off the mark. Missed the green here.
Second shot.
Playing in the winds can really be demoralizing. You might hit a shot perfectly and airmail it by 20 yards.
Yeah, well, just because the first part of the round hasn't gone your way, you should still have a feel of the conditions by now.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good parts.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Everything has gone wrong today. Just continues to be ugly. Now to the 16th hole here at Chambers Bay, and Frank, it is a pretty short hole. What are the chances to come out of here with a birdie?
Well, you've just come off the short 15th. You can get on a little bit of a run here, providing you get in the fairway first. You're not going to have an overly long second shot here. But once again, this is a precision hole, a little bit like 15. This is a tabletop green, so you're going to have to be right on the money with that second shot.
Beautiful looking shot right here. He's hit the green, but his work is by no means finished. A difficult putt coming up from about 25 feet. Spieth has this for eagle. That was a good-looking putt, just not falling right now.
Sadly, he's going to be disappointed. When you consider the length of that putt, it's a good putt.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Bright spot in what has been a tough day. Still, they move to +7. Frank, you don't need just a caddy out here at Chambers Bay. Seems like you need a sports psychologist. You start thinking about the names of these holes. Beached at 16, and what's 17 called?
Derailed, and you can see why too. That green's perched up there. If you've got the round going in the wrong direction, this is not a hole to start on. So if you've got a run going, it's just a good tee shot that lands around the front there, and you just take a 3 here. This is not a time to be a hero. There's a big green, and they're going to use every inch of it.
Really good distance control there, playing well to his strengths. So, Frank, after a difficult day, he's starting to move in the right direction.
There's been like 2 different players, Rich. The one we saw early on in the round, I did not recognize, but all of a sudden, it's starting to look like the player we know. Chance for back-to-back birdies.
And Frank, the train is rolling down the tracks right now.
You can just check another one off.
Now to the 18th hole, Frank, everyone wants to finish in style.
Yeah, the home hole here, once again, you head back to just a wonderful view, and you realize that Chambers Bay was designed as a walk-in golf course, and it was designed to have fun and test every department of your game. 18 will do that. It probably gives you more trouble on both sides of the hole than any other hole on the golf course. Oh, that's fine.
Strong wind here early in the round. How do you think this is going to affect the players, Frank?
Well, they've got to be clever on club selection and the type of shot they want to hit now.
Second from an excellent lie. Frank, you always start out thinking about going low, but in this game you can end up feeling low. What do you tell a player who's had an off day?
Well, this is as much about managing your misses as celebrating your great shots. You look at the best players in the world, they know how to play bad better than anybody.
Crucial eagle attempt on the way. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Looks like he just misread that. Frankie seems to have found something already. 2 birdies in a row and now another chance.
Yeah, it's all starting to flow here. This is really important. He's starting to play well. So finish it off here for 3 in a row.
And that'll be a 75 on the day. Frank, you don't get it every day. The game is just too hard.
No, you've got to play with it though. The swings, the turns, you're on a roundabout, and every now and again, things just come out your way.
EA Sports is proud to present PGA Tour coverage. Frank, one of the things we love about golf, it's an outdoor game, and we share these spectacular views with our friends from Mother Nature.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous out here. Years ago, I played an exhibition match in Calgary with Hale Irwin, which isn't that far away from where we are today. And just the vistas, the magnificent pines, the Douglas firs, the white spruce, the aspens, it's just all there in front of you. This is an idyllic day, too, to play golf.
Frank, with those snow-capped mountains in the distance, this opening hole is really a gorgeous getaway. You can kind of get lost just looking out on the horizon.
Yeah, it certainly is pleasing to the eye off the tee. See the hole bending gently to the left. The bunker down the left, not really in play.
Frank, did you hear the sound of that coming off the club face?
It was like a cannon. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Headed for the fat part of the green. Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. -1 in the early going. Here at the par 3 second hole, just about 170 yards. Players still fighting the strong winds out there today. That will be a great look at birdie. Frank going for another birdie here.
Just to get on a real roll.
How about this start? Birdie to open the round. Frank, how about the first par 5 of the golf course here at the third, just a shade under 530 yards. Good birdie opportunity?
It certainly is. There's 3 bunkers just down that left side. Avoid those, and this par 5, very reachable.
But this one has a chance to be really good. Well, this looks good.
Certainly is.
315. Frank, there's a real art to putting a good score on the board, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why stroke play is so tough, Rich. You're trying to minimize everything on a golf course, turn a 6 into a 5 or a 4 into a 3. It's like even off the edge of a green, trying to get up and down in 2 rather than 3. And you've got to do it for 18 straight holes. If it's 72-hole tournament, then you've got to do it for 4 straight days. And that's why that's always been the best predictor of our best players, the ones that can go 4 days and make the least number of mistakes.
Here we go. Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Getting set now over the putt. Nice solid start to the round. Tee to green looks to be in command.
Yeah, it's surprising. I thought he might have been a little shaky out of the gate, but certainly proved me wrong.
Well, Frank, no doubt this is one of the most photographed holes in all of golf.
Yeah, Devil's Cauldron, just get to the front of the tee there, get the camera out. The vistas there are amazing. You see the mountains in the background. This green surrounded by the pine trees. Of course, if you like a lake or two, there's a lake just in front of that green, just to give you that little color of blue in the snapshot you're going to take.
Like to look at them, not swim in them. Certainly not fish golf balls out. Obviously, Frank, you want to hit good shots at a place like this, but you also want to take some shots. You want to snap off a few pictures because it's breathtaking.
I thought you were talking about big game hunting there, where you're saying you don't want to shoot these animals. They're beautiful. No, it is. It's wonderful to come up here and play golf. This looks like it's going to find the target.
That's well played. Now a good look at birdie. This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. Came to the putt, excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, a little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Locked in on the read and the speed. -3 now for the round. Back on the tee here at Banff Springs, 5th hole, 424-yard par 4. What's the setup here, Frank?
Well, it's very tempting to try and hit a draw because that's the way in which the hole is shaped. But the main goal is to make sure that you can take that second bunker, the one on the left side, out of play with that tee shot. What a great shot.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. Beautiful approach shot there and a good chance to take advantage. Jordan Spieth eyeing this putt for birdie. Drops another birdie and moves to 4 under on the day. Frank, you played at the highest level all over the world. What was a comfortable yardage for you on holes like this?
I actually had a club, believe it or not, that just the grooves on it, it would go 105 yards. It was a lofted sand on, whether it was out of the first cut or rough or the fairway. So if I could hit it around 100 yards, I could almost hit that distance with my eyes closed. After that, 70 yards was the next one. So everybody has that little sort of sweet spot with the wedge.
So that means on a hole like this, you were looking for something off the tee in the 265 to 270 range, and that would put what club in your hand?
Just in those days, it was a 53-degree sand on. Yeah.
Not the best shot, this one in the rough, but still will have a play from there. Frank, out of the rough, best to swing a little bit easier or get after it with all you have?
Well, a little bit in between. Obviously, it's going to require a little bit of strength to make sure that club keeps going through, but it's still the planning of the shot. Once again, check short. Is there anything I have to carry? And even remember, there's always the option of just simply pitching the ball down the fairway and taking your medicine.
Frank, not close, but from that line, not bad.
Oh, that's excellent. Seriously, given the conditions, Rich.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Really locked in. How about 4 birdies now for the round? Now to the second par 5 on this opening 9. Frank, this is a pretty long hole, 602 yards.
Well, it's called hoodoo. You know what hoodoo means? It means bad luck, actually. So you don't really want to be thinking about that on this tee shot. 602 yards, if you belt one off the tee, well, you might avoid the bad luck. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Can't ask for much more here at the 7th. He has hit a good one. Getting set for another approach. Our featured golfer really looks dialed in at this point.
Yeah, right now, this is a great feeling to have as a golfer. Your swing's good. The timing, it's almost like it's just completely natural. You don't have to think. The swing is exactly where you want it to be. So really, you're just looking at the flag in front of you.
Not a single weakness today. What a performance. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Couldn't have done much better than that. Eagle is very possible. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. So with that make, now at 7 under par. Now to hole number 8. It's another par 3 with some water, Frank, to only 150 yards. This is the shortest hole in the golf course.
The distance control is still very important here. If you can get the right distance, you could perhaps aim 10 or 15 feet left of the flag. You're only going to have a 10 or 15-foot putt. So just think of that. Water on the right there, maybe just aim a little further to the left. You can still make birdie.
Hoping to get this up and down here, Frank, at the par 3 after missing the green.
Yeah, it's not all bad.
Well, this is how you build a good round, Frank. You just keep hitting greens. Jordan Spieth can really roll it. Has good feel. Let's see what he does with this putt. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Now to hole number 9, 501 yards. It's a par 5.
Yeah, we finished with the third par 5 on the front 9. You're just going to come through those sort of chute of marvelous trees that define this fairway. Just avoid the right side. Something down the left side is going to open up the second shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Wayward from the tee, and this one is headed for the rough, Frank. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, this is just a pleasure to watch. A player hitting on all cylinders at the top of his game.
Notice it's just flowing too. There's not a lot of deep analysis going through his mind, just one step in front of the other. If your swing's there, you don't have to find it. If your putting stroke's there, you don't have to find it. Just let it happen.
Well, Frank, obviously way too much club there.
You got to think something like that, or at least misread the wind. This is never going to sit down.
Well, that one didn't work out. It didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Wow, Frank, he did well just to get it on the green from that line.
I didn't think that was doable.
Birdie chance now for Jordan Spieth. That is a cross-country putt right there.
Up and over the ridge. That's a seagull.
Just a superb performance on the front side. He's hoping to keep it going here on the back nine, Frank.
The game is so much easier when you're swinging well, putts are going in. Really, you've just got to keep out of your own way.
I like the looks of this one. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie. As this putt for birdie. Well, that would have been a bonus had it gone in, but still, reasonable chance for par here.
Yeah, there's no damage. You're not going to birdie every hole.
So a tester from 4 feet. And he makes it for par. On the tee here at the 11th hole, 417-yard par 4. Is this a drive you like to hit, Frank?
It certainly is, Rich, but it's a little narrower than what your eye first sees. And the reason why, there's a tree sort of another 40, 50 yards down the right side past that bunker. So if you hog that right side, that tree can become a little bit of a problem for the second shot. Ah, nice.
Looks good.
That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
But still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
And he's made the green. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. He'll take par and move on. All right, on to the 12th hole, 442-yard par 4. What do you like about this hole, Frank?
Just a nice par 4 that sort of bends to the player's right. A lot of people will just stand up here, grab the driver. I don't really think you have to do that, Rich. The hole's not overly long. Just something short or down that left side. You're only going to have a short iron in for your second shot. Long and straight.
That's how you do it. Frank couldn't ask for anything more.
Just the lie there, too. It is sitting up like it's teed up.
All right, Frank, another chance to make something happen here at the 12th.
You could come in here a little low, try and skip it back towards the flag as it starts to narrow up to the back of the green. But anything a little underneath the flag, maybe slightly to the right of it, is going to be a better place to putt from.
should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. Oh, can't hide the flag stick from that man. This for Jordan Spieth's birdie. You may have lost track at home, but we're keeping count. That is 9 under for the day. Par 3 13th, it's 225 yards. Frank, you happy walking out of here with a 3?
Yeah, take a 3, go to the next hole, unless it's match play.
Frank, you think about the great rivalries in sports, the Yankees and the Red Sox, Ollie and Frazier, and in golf, Nicklaus and Palmer. Great athletes, great teams pushing one another to great heights.
It's amazing how that's gone forward too, because Nicklaus and Palmer really became Nicklaus and Watson. Then there was like Norman Faldo, but some would say that Faldo Ballesteros, 6 majors to 5 was even more important. But in this era that we're in now, I think we're all praying for that Woods-McIlroy rivalry. Woods with 14 majors, McIlroy already with 4. That really is one to celebrate over.
This can be a cruel game at times. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And getting ready for the putt. Frank, you hear it so often. This is a game of dealing with your miscues.
It giveth and it taketh away.
So not his best work. He'll walk away with a bogey. Back here at the par 4 14th, and we are ready to tee off. 442-yard hole, Frank.
It's called a wampum. My Canadian's not that good, so I don't know what that means, but the way I decipher it, another little dog leg to the right with bunkers all over the place. The sort of in the place where you'd like to hit the tee shot is exactly where that crop of, 5 bunkers down the left side. So you're going to have to somehow squeeze it just right of that. Very awkward tee shot.
Be a little disappointed with that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there. Second shot coming out of the rough here. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
How about that shot right there from that lie in the rough to knock it that close? That's good. Well in the red figures at 9 under for the round. Now to the 15th tee, and Frank, this looks like a fun shot to hit.
It won't play its full yardage because of that elevated tee, but a good one out here. We might see one of those 350, 360 plus yard drives.
But this one has a chance to be really good. That is massive off the tee.
Meters, yards, I don't care how you measure that. That's got to be what? 300 meters, 325 yards, something like that.
Jordan Spieth ready for his second shot. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. See if Spieth can knock this in for his par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Moving on to number 16 now. It's a par 4, 414 yards. And Frank, what are we looking at here?
It's another hole that'll favor a nice sort of high draw off the tee. It'll set up that second shot to a green that has got several different levels on it. He's going for a little extra. Ball just took off the face.
Frank, I know you like boxing. That was some heavyweight power right there.
Smoked it.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
See if you can get this one to drop here at the 16th for a birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. Always like to get the double figures under par. 10 under already. Now to the 17th, 374 yards, and Frank, players might be licking their chops here.
They certainly would, Rich. Bunkers left and right, but they can be carried with an aggressive tee shot. It'll set up just a short iron into a green that pitches towards you. So maybe just a little bit underneath the flag with a second shot. really a chance to have a fast finish.
This could be really good, Frank.
Oh, straight at it.
Just a great pass at the golf ball, 310 yards and in the fairway. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. Here we are at the 18th at Banff Springs, 578-yard par 5. Frank, did you like to finish a round with a par 5?
Certainly if I could birdie it, that's for sure. And there's a good chance here at 18 you can, but there's bunkers galore. They're all in play for various standards of play. But the reward is if you can pump one down the middle of the fairway there, and then you reduce this par 5 to simply a drive and an iron.
Good tee shot, good lie, and now a good chance to take advantage here on this hole. Looks like he's going to have a go at it here at the par 5, his second shot. Frank, this is one of my favorite shots in all of golf. Second to a par 5 finishing hole. We know we have a chance to see some fireworks.
Yeah, that drive has certainly cut this hole down to size. And second shot just a little bit uphill, but you can see this is just green light. Massive entry into the front of the screen.
Good chance now for a birdie. That was an outstanding play.
Well, it's almost a guarantee there after that shot. You know what's better than 2 birdies in a row?
What's that?
3. That's what he's going for.
That's a turkey in bowling, isn't it?
He's no turkey.
Everybody loves him. Birdie on the card. Frank, you have to like what you saw out there today.
I certainly did. Swing is excellent right now. Stroke, there's nothing wrong with that. Really just it's a case of getting out of your own way. I mean, the opportunities ahead now, chance to win, just they have to be so motivating.